trapped like mice, the rats.
That's right. Don't hurt them right away. We'll let them think about it a little first.
In this scene, Dorothy and her friends, the Lion, Tin Man, and Scarecrow, are trapped up in the Wicked Witch of the West's castle. In the beginning of the scene, the Lion compares the four of them to being trapped like mice. Mice are usually lions' prey, therefore symbolizing they have now become the Wicked Witch's prey. When the witch says, "My little party's just beginning," it's ironic because people generally want to come to parties and enjoy themselves, and Dorothy and them are forced against their will to be there. When the witch says, "Let me think about it," it allows the Scarecrow to use the brain he, quote, needed from the wizard to think of a way out. The hourglass she throws represents Dorothy's time left. The red sand in the hourglass symbolizes the witch's anger, pain, and the suffering she felt in Oz. And when the hourglass explodes, it symbolizes the release of all that anguish and the end of Dorothy's time. The candles throughout the castle symbolizes the light surrounded by darkness, which is the hope left for the four of them. The Scarecrow seeing the chandelier of candles symbolizes his remembrance of that hope. At the end of the scene, the candles lead their way to freedom, escaping from the darkness in which represents the evil that is the Wicked Witch.
Forward! Tell me when it's over. Look at that. Look at that! I want to go home. I am Oz, the great and powerful. Who are you? Who are you?
If you please, I am Dorothy. Small and meek. We've come to ask you.
Silence!
Oh, Jimmy.
At the beginning of the scene, when the group locks arms and takes the first step together, it symbolizes drawing courage from those around you and being in it together. The doors opening and Oz yelling "Enter" symbolize the beginning of the final stage of the journey that the group has worked so hard to get to. The fact that everything is green, black, and gold symbolizes the wealth and power of Oz. The Lion saying, "Tell me when it's over," is ironic because the group has worked so hard to get to this point in the journey, and now he just wants it to be over, no matter the outcome. The fire shooting up while Oz talks symbolizes the power over the group, while the fog represents the group's confusion while he's talking. The projection of Oz over the fire and the smoke symbolizes how easy it is to fool people into believing that you are something you are not. Towards the end of the scene, when Oz asks the group, "Who are you?" it symbolizes his belief that he is above them and that he does not need to know who they are.
You said she was dead.
That was her sister, the Wicked Witch of the East. This is the Wicked Witch of the West. She's worse than the other one was. Who killed my sister? Who killed the Witch of the East? Was it you?
No, it was an accident. I didn't mean to kill anybody.
Well, my little pretty, I can cause accidents too. Aren't you forgetting the ruby slippers? The slippers. Yes, the slippers. They're gone. The ruby slippers. What have you done with them? Give them back to me or I'll... It's too late. There they are, and there they'll stay.
In The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy, an all-American girl from Kansas, is swept away in a tornado. This book was written after the climax of the populist movement Therefore, in the scene where Dorothy kills the Wicked Witch of the East, which I think symbolizes the banker bosses in the East which oppress the poor workers of the factory, this explains why the Munchkins rejoice after Dorothy kills the witch, because the Munchkins represents the child workers in the East who are controlled by the bankers that own the factories. The Munchkins also represent the immigrants who are forced to work for small pay. Glinda the Good Witch symbolizes the support of farmers since she is helping Dorothy to the wealthy Emerald City. Dorothy, the All-American Girl, is much like Uncle Sam in that she is taking over Washington, D.C. from the tycoons that control America and Oz. The Lollipop Guild and Lullaby League represent the unions formed to protect the common worker from the witch. Now, the Yellow Brick Road symbolizes the gold standard, which perceived as insufficient since the road had holes and obstacles but could still make the long haul. And finally, the Wicked Witch of the West represents the condition of heading west to settle the great frontier.